Hi there, welcome into another edition of the CEO Chronicles. My name is Brian Wright, founder and CEO of New Patient Group and host of the New Patient Group podcast and managing partner of Right Chat. Remember, subscribe to our New Patient Group YouTube station. Also, check us out over on Right Chat. Check out that YouTube station as well, and do us a favor to give us a thumbs up and like these videos and share them with your friends, family, co-workers, etc. That would help us out a lot. What we're going to be talking about today, another lost opportunity that people have out there as a business, yet they don't feel it. So there's a breakfast place, my wife and I bring the kids as well, called Toot Sweet. Now don't shoot the messenger. I'm not the one that named it that. It's always gives us a little bit of a chuckle. That's a whole nother podcast in itself on how your name truly doesn't matter. I mean, Uber, Google, what the heck is that? And they're pretty successful. Anyway, this breakfast place, they do brunch, they do afternoon, they do lunch as well, is absolutely incredible. The food is amazing, organic, fresh. They have all kinds of just an array of just a high quality menu that you can select from. We like driving there, even though it's about 30, 35, sometimes even 40 minutes away from the house. We go down to the suburbs, downtown, to get food there. But these are the things, and I love, when you travel and you keep your eyes and ears open, you see these opportunities lost by businesses all over the place that their leadership team has no clue that are happening, that there's no way to go, all right, let's analyze this data. But they're the lost opportunities that are inevitably really killing your business. So we're out there. This was, I don't know, a few weeks ago, a couple times ago when we went, and it was a long line. It usually is a long line, but this one was abnormally long. It was even longer. And you could tell the wait staff, you could just almost feel the stress, and just everyone was in over their head. They were in the weeds. So if you've been in the restaurant industry before, that's what they call it. They're in the weeds. It's like you can't catch up. You bring the drinks to one of your tables, and by the time you get the drinks back, that table's already wanting a bunch of other stuff as well as the other tables, and you just can never catch up. It's a bad place to be. Well, the coffee that I had ordered, it was cold. Clearly the pot had been sitting there a while. Nobody was checking on it. It was cold. And when I went back up there to say something about it, what happened was there was another guy that was already complaining about it. And he wasn't as nice as me. And that's the thing. You can never, as an employee, as a leader of your business, you can never control how someone's going to react to a situation from a customer standpoint. You can always control you, but you can't control how they're going to react. So I went up there, I handled it nicely. It wasn't a big deal, but at the same time, I didn't want cold coffee. Otherwise, that's what I would have ordered. This other guy was making a pretty big deal of it. And all the guy said to this girl at the end was, can you just give me an iced latte instead of me waiting to, and he actually said this part of it relatively nice. He basically said it just like this. Can you give me an iced latte instead of me having to wait for you to refill the coffee pot because I have to go pretty soon? And I'm sitting here doing what I do for a living, thinking in my head exactly how I would respond to this situation. You've got an upset customer and you mess their order up. They're not getting the experience they deserve. They're not handling it as good as they could, but they're still not getting the experience they deserve. So in my mind, the response is absolutely, sir. Again, we apologize for the coffee. I'm going to go back there and make you the best iced latte you've ever had. Give me one moment, please. I'm going to get that right up. Right there's your response. The situation is ended. The response by the girl was, well, sir, you already ordered the coffee. And we just can't do that. We just can't make an iced latte when you already ordered the coffee. And I'm thinking inside my head, oh my God. And I turned to the guy because we're standing pretty close to each other. And we just kind of rolled our eyes at each other at this response. Now, the lost opportunity obviously is twofold. It's one, it's a lost opportunity to put the situation at rest, right? The other one is now you escalate it, because after the guy rolled his eyes, you could clearly see his frustration even went to another level. And now you risk that guy never coming back. You risk that guy now telling multiple people in the community, in the city of Houston, what happened and to not go there, right? When you could have, if you handled it right, you could have actually deterred that guy. He could have forgotten about his complaint, actually been blown away with how the response was, and then the community would have heard good things. This also goes back to, it's not about your product. It's not being obsessed over your product. Now, that's part of it. If you're a restaurant, you've got to obsess over the food quality, how it's plated, etc. Of course you do. But what you have to be even more obsessed about is the experience, the non-food experiences that are being delivered every single day by your team. This is no different if you're a orthodontic practice, dental practice, some other type of practice in healthcare. This is no different if you're a plumbing company, if you're a website company, if you're a restaurant like I'm talking about today. You have to be enamored in your customer. You have to be obsessed in your customer, which means you have to see value in training your team on how to handle situations like I'm talking about today. This is another lost opportunity that this restaurant is having. They're having it every day. These type of things are happening because if it's happening once that I saw, it's also happening multiple other times. Yet the business owner, the leadership team doesn't know it's happening. All right. And those are the lost opportunities that hurt you the worst as a business owner, is the ones that you can't put your finger on. And these happen all over businesses every single day, from how your online marketing is to how the people speak on on your phone call when they call your business, when they call your practice, to what happens between the time you hang up with them and the time they show up, to how they're greeted when you walk through the door, et cetera, et cetera. These lost opportunities are happening to you, and you must understand it as a leader, and you must place your focus on these consumer touch points and how your team is trained and the leadership you provide to make sure they are carrying out that training at the highest level. Have a great day. Check out rightchat.com and newpatientgroup.com. Looking forward to helping your business and your practice grow. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.